my phone goes off, it's gonna buzz and it's gonna sound like echo.
It's okay.
So just don't jump to conclusions.
Everything fourth piece and over. Here we go. Ready? Set. Thank you for doing this.
Graduates, please remain standing, and we'll ask everyone else to please join us in standing for the national anthem. Thank you, thank you. You may be seated. I'd like to invite a couple of the officers from the class of 2025 up to provide the welcome.
Good morning, everyone.
I'm Krishna Gupta.
And I am Laura Javana.
Whether you may know it or not, we have had the privilege to be your vice presidents for the past couple of years.
On behalf of our class and Winston Churchill High School, we would like to welcome and thank all of you for coming here bright and early on this special day to the Winston Churchill High School Class of 2025 graduation ceremony.
Wow, it's hard to believe that we're standing up here. This moment almost seems like a dream. Thank you to our family and friends for making us the people that we are today. I want everyone to take a moment to acknowledge where you are right now, at a high school graduation. Classmates, you only get to graduate once, so take it in. For parents, those endless hours of driving, making sure we did our homework, and your unconditional love has brought you to this moment.
Your child is now about to go out in the world. For my fellow classmates, those 13 years of hard work, making friends, staying up all night studying for those challenging classes, and tireless commitment to your sport or instrument have led you to where you are right now.
As much as we want to take credit for where we are right now, we know it would not be possible without the people who have supported us every step of the way. Thank you to our parents, friends, and family members who have loved and supported us through it all. Thank you to our teachers who work tireless hours to make sure we are learning and always creating an environment where we can strive to be our best selves. And our counselors for their unwavering support these past 4 years.
Our building service staff and security for making sure we have a clean, safe place to learn. Our administrators for making sure we have our IDs on when coming into school. Our principal, Mr. Taylor, for being an amazing principal and truly listening to student feedback. And of course, our class sponsors, Ms. Wilson and Mr. Richard, for helping us plan all our events and making this possible.
Our class was a special one. We were the first one to have a full in-person high school experience since 2020. Middle school, as we know, was a rough time for all of us. We will cherish all the late night Among Us games and our horrific sleep schedule. But there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Seeing my friends after 2 years behind a screen was a shock, and even a bigger shock when they took off their masks.
We all know it's true. Freshman year was our first actual year at school when we had to wear masks. Freshman year homecoming was a night to remember in which we had a guest performer, Young Tap. Sophomore and junior years were a blur, working tirelessly through multiple AP classes, studying for the SAT and ACTs, cramming for tests that we had procrastinated, and juggling all our extracurriculars at once.
Believe it or not, senior year has gone by pretty fast. We reminisce on old and new friendships, our last football games, pep rallies, musicals, and of course, filling out a certain form that says we're sick. We're 95% confident that our class showed up to all the pep rallies, dine-out nights, and fundraisers.
Mr. HS, I hope we interpreted that right. One chapter of our life is already coming to an end, and another one is about to begin. It's hard to believe that 18 years have already passed, and we are all off to greater things. Dear classmates, teachers, administrators, families, and friends, I would like to thank you for joining us on this auspicious occasion.
My fellow classmates, this graduation is to be cherished, but remember, it is not the finish line. It is only a stepping stone for you to achieve your dreams. Remember to be a source of light to those around you. Thank you, Churchill, for the memories, bonds, laughter, sports events, failed tests, and the moment of joy when you finally understood what comparative advantage is. And those classes where you just make eye contact with a friend and you couldn't stop laughing the whole time.
All of these moments have made us who we are today.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you can miss it. I now have the honor of introducing our class historian and social media representative, Jeremy Kwan and Sridhat Shastri.
Good morning, staff, students, and guests. I'm Jeremy Kwan, your class historian, and for the past 2 years, it has been my honor to keep the class informed and capture the wonderful memories of our high school journey.
I'm Sridhat Shastri, your MCR representative and social media coordinator. I've had the privilege of ensuring smooth communication and highlighting the moments and achievements that defined our year.
Today, we stand at a significant crossroads in our lives, a moment that is both an ending and a beginning. We've known each other for 4 years, some of us since middle school or even elementary school. As we gather together as a class for the final time to celebrate our graduation, I would like to take a moment to reflect on the traditions that have shaped our journey at Churchill. Our traditions represent the experiences that connect us, the memories that we cherish, and the values that we carry forward. At Churchill, we have a decorated history of traditions that have brought us together and helped us grow. From senior sunrise to senior sunset, from homecoming hallways to the glow dance and pie madness, our school has a rich culture that we, the class of 2025, have cherished and continued. One notable tradition that we continued was the puffy paint shirt painting at the end of our junior year. Students used puffy paint to decorate their own personalized shirts. It was super fun to see all the groups of friends gather together and decorate their shirts together, getting excited for the senior year ahead. The shirt decorating wasn't just an art project. It was a celebration for our transition into our final year of high school.
One of my favorite traditions is senior sunrise. We gather before the start of the final school year to reflect on how far we've come. I can still hear the excitement in my peers' voices as we talk about the memories we've made and how we'll leave our mark on Churchill one last time.
A tradition that we started this year was the hot cocoa and candy cane grams. For the winter holidays, students purchased a personalized note attached to a cup with hot cocoa powder and a candy cane inside. This could be for a friend, a crush, or maybe just someone that did something kind for you that day. The best part about this tradition was witnessing the joy and surprise on someone's face as they received their sweet treat. I think this small gesture carries maybe the most impact out of all our traditions, as it serves as a reminder of the support we all have for one another in the Churchill community. Lastly, My personal favorite tradition was homecoming hallway decorating, even though it took place at the beginning of the year. Every day at lunch and after school, seniors came together to transform our hallway, collaborating to make it as impressive as possible. The final result was a beautifully decorated space that showcased our teamwork and, of course, earned us the win for Best Hallway. But beyond just decorations, homecoming hallway decorating exemplified who we are as a class. It wasn't just about creating something visually impressive. It was about the process. The long hours, the moments of panic when something didn't go as planned, and the collective excitement when it all started coming together. It showed that, despite our different backgrounds and interests, we could come together and overcome challenges to create something incredible. No matter our differences, we support each other, we value one another, and we uplift those around us. And I think that's what makes the Churchill community so special. When we look back on our high school years, I'm sure you will all remember the early mornings, the late night study sessions, the grueling college application process, and the countless sports practices. But alongside all the stress and hard work, I hope you guys will also be able to laugh, remembering the moments that we spent celebrating one another. Thank you.
Thank you. We now ask you to please enjoy this presentation from the senior chorus.
What's your story? What's your plan? Where you going to? Where do you stand? In this moment, take a chance. Feel the light shine down. Live your life out loud. You can dance. Hear the laughter in the air. Let your voice be heard. If you dare, take the high road to your dreams. Let the world see how life would be right now. Come with me. One step towards the edge. What will happen next? Every moment tells the story of our lives. What would happen if we tried? Could we spread our wings and learn to fly? And together we can see that the world is ours. We can shine like stars. We can
Thank you. And now I'd like to welcome up some officers to welcome our commencement speaker.
Good morning, fellow classmates. I'm Kimia, your class of 2025 treasurer.
And I'm Michael, your class of 2025 secretary. As part of the Student Government Association, we've had the privilege of working closely with our peers to ensure our school's values are upheld.
Serving as your treasurer, I've had the honor of trying my very best to make sure all the best senior activities are financially accessible to the entire student body.
As secretary, I played an integral role in organizing events and creating initiatives that help strengthen the voice and spirit of the student body.
These experiences have allowed us to contribute to an environment where collaboration and leadership thrive, echoing the core values we hold dear here at Churchill. At our school, we pride ourselves in fostering a culture of inclusivity, authenticity, and excellence. Our core values revolve around empowering students to break boundaries, challenge societal expectations, and of course, lead with integrity and empathy in everything that they do.
These principles are reflected not only in our academic achievements, but also in the dynamic and impactful careers of our alumni, who continue to make a difference in various industries. Whether it's through creative expression, innovation, or leadership, our community embodies the very essence of pushing boundaries and staying true to oneself.
Every single student in this crowd right now will go on to pursue greatness, adding to the long list of notable alumni that we have in our Churchill community. To all those future doctors, actors, lawyers, presidents, engineers, teachers, artists, or any career you could possibly imagine, hold these values close to you as you move on to the next chapter of your lives, and make sure to chase success in everything that you do.
It is with this spirit of empowerment and resilience that we are honored to introduce our very special guest speaker. Cami Crawford has proven time and time again that there are no societal barriers or expectations that she can't break. From her extensive television hosting career, including an overall deal with MTV Entertainment, to her global modeling work for Sports Illustrated swimsuit, Cami has made a name for herself across multiple industries. Recently named by Ebony as one of their 2024 Power 100 influential creators, she has built a loyal following of millions, drawn to her authentic, compassionate spirit and candid, fearless voice.
Cami is also the creator and host of a hit podcast about relationship advice, where she explores the facets of modern relationships from the highs to the lows and everything in between. The podcast, which has garnered millions of downloads and has featured notable guests like Ashley Tisdale, Mel B, Karrueche Tran, Drew Afalo, Ricky Thompson, Sabrina Claudio, and Katie Maloney, was recognized by the Today Show as one of the best podcasts for women.
In addition to her podcast success, Cami has been a long-time presence on television, co-hosting MTV's Catfish, the TV show, for over 5 years, and making history as the first ever female host of Are You the One and X on the Beach.
Cami's impact extends beyond just entertainment. She has also appeared in 3 consecutive Sports Illustrated swimsuit issues, championing body positivity. On the branding front, Cami has partnered with some of the biggest global names, including Swarovski, Lancome, American Express, and Starbucks. Her journey from our very own hallways to the national stage is a testament to the power of hard work, confidence, and perseverance. Please join us in welcoming to the stage Cami Crawford.
Good morning, Bulldogs. Are we alive out here? Everybody's here? Everybody's awake and excited? Yes. Well, it is an honor to be here today, surrounded by families, faculty, friends, and most importantly, the unstoppable class of 2025. Now, being a Churchill Bulldog myself, I know exactly what today feels like. The excitement, the nerves, the pride, and maybe even a little bit of, what the helly, where did the last 4 years go? It's flown by. I've been in your shoes and I remember it well. I also had a really bad case of strep throat on my graduation day, so hopefully you're feeling much better than I was on your special day. A few things you need to know about me before I really get into it. I am the oldest of 6 girls, so giving big sister advice is basically a part of my DNA. They all went to Bullis, but we won't hold that against them. We know who the better bulldogs are. Don't tell them I said that, kids. I am a first-generation American on my mom's side. My mom, who is here today, immigrated from Montego Bay, Jamaica, and has held positions as both an entrepreneur and the hardest job in the world, being a stay-at-home mom. My dad grew up in Detroit, Michigan. Thank you, My dad grew up in Detroit, Michigan, and has defied the odds, starting off his career as a professional athlete, but when a career-ending injury halted that dream, he had his college degree to fall back on and worked his way up to the very top of the corporate ladder. In our house, success is built on 3 things: drive, determination, and gratitude. That's the foundation I stand on and the lens through which I see every opportunity, every setback, and every step forward. And finally, if you're into astrology as much as I am a Scorpio sun, which means, yes, we matter, which means that I have spidey senses about the future. I'm also a Virgo rising, so 99.9% of the time, my premonitions are always right. They agree. My family, my foundation, and my birth chart are just some of the superpowers that I have taken with me throughout my life and my career. And because I can see into the future, I know the powers that each and every one of you have that you may not have even realized about yourselves yet. Superpower number 1, the power of time. Right now, you have something that is absolutely priceless: time. Time to explore, to experiment, to mess up, to try again, to fall in and out of love with people, places, and things. You don't have to have everything figured out right now, and I'll let you in on a little secret: none of us do. The real power lies in how you use your time and recognizing when it can be better spent elsewhere. Which brings me to superpower number 2, the power to pivot. When I was sitting where you're sitting 15 years ago, oh my God, who said that? That is so rude. Anyways, I'm still very young, by the way. 30s is not old, thank you. I thought that I wanted to be a dermatologist. My plan was to go the pre-med route at the University of Florida, go Gators, and I was determined nothing was going to stand in my way. Well, I didn't get into UF, which was, at the time, my dream school. 2 months later, I ended up winning the Miss Teen USA pageant and taking a gap year to live in New York City, travel the world with Miss USA and Miss Universe, and attend galas, work alongside charitable alliances, shake hands, kiss babies, and hang out with celebrities. By the time my reign had ended, I had so much experience in front of cameras that I actually fell in love with it. But I was still determined. I was going to be a doctor and make my parents proud. I enrolled in the pre-med program at the University of Alabama, Roll Tide, and off I went. Then, my second semester of freshman year, I realized that my dreams had shifted. I switched my major from communications and media studies with a double concentration in television and radio and digital media, transferred to Fordham University, go Rams, moved back to Manhattan, and the rest was history. Changing your mind is not failing, it's growth. You can change your mind, your major, your friend group, your style, your city, your career path. The limit literally does not exist. I don't believe in past choices that didn't work out being a waste of time, but rather a lesson, allowing you to step forward with new wisdom. Life isn't linear. I mean, let's be real. We can't even get our Instagram timelines in chronological order, so let's just collectively release that need for control and let life happen the way that it's meant to. Superpower number 3, the power of community. The people you've met here, friends, teachers, family, even that barista in Cabin John who knew your order before you even walked in, those are your people, and your people matter. Life gets easier when you remember that you're not in it alone. So when you need them, don't be too afraid or too prideful to reach back out. And most important, the most important superpower of all, superpower number 4, the power of you. My mom has always taught me that there will only ever be one you, and that is your power. Your voice, your perspective, your talents, these are your gifts. Don't water them down, don't trade them in, and don't let anyone dim your shine. Lean into who you are, even as you continue to evolve into who you are becoming. As a big sister who has been through this a few times, watching each of my sisters go on to graduate from high school, move into their dorms at the University of Michigan, go Blue, University of Pennsylvania 3 times, go Quakers, and Johns Hopkins University, go Hops, go on to get their first big girl jobs in corporate America, let go of relationships that no longer fit in with their future, and learn new life lessons that have shaped them into who they are becoming as young women, I won't sugarcoat it. Adulting sucks sometimes. Just wait until you learn about this spooky place called the IRS that makes you guess how much you think you owe them. And PPO health insurance plans after you turn 26. I'll let you ask your older siblings about that one. I still don't understand it myself, really, but I have one. But even when the outside world feels loud, uncertain, unpredictable, and unfamiliar, never forget the power that comes from within you to adapt and shift into your greatness. Whatever is next for you, whether it be college, work, a gap year to travel the world, or just figuring things out, remember that you've already got everything you need. And when life throws you a curveball, don't panic. Pivot, recenter, and keep going. You're a bulldog, baby. You got this. Congratulations, class of 2025. I can't wait to see how far you will go. And just for the record, I saw it coming. Thank you.
Good morning, class of 2025. Congratulations, we made it. After 13 years since kindergarten, we are finally sitting here, donned in our caps and gowns, ready for the next chapter of our lives. My name is Lumina Zong, and hopefully you know my name by now. I've been your class president for the past few years, but don't worry. This time, I'm not here to ask for your vote or convince you to fundraise. I know many of us have thought time and time again, I can't wait to graduate. But now that we're really here, we wish for time to slow down. So let me take you back in time for one last journey together. Elementary school was a blast. We wore silly bands and spent our favorite class, recess, playing tag and whatever toy was trending at the time. Beyblades, Shopkins, fidget spinners, and of course, cool math games. We enjoyed every moment in life. And as we step into this strange world of adulthood, I want to remind us all to continue to find joy in the small things and let our inner child out, because we're never too old for that. And as we learned, the small things do matter. Add 1 dot between numbers and we call it a decimal. But add 2 dots between number and we call it time. Looks like we need to go back to 1st grade. Middle school was the time for being tryhards at being cool. Not quite sure why we thought neon sweatshirts were such a fashion statement, and we were all so obsessed with shell shockers. But then March 13th, 2020 came. After that fateful day, we switched from wearing sweatshirts to class to rolling out of bed in pajamas to first period. From face-to-face conversations to showing our foreheads on Zoom. If you know, you know. While there were many challenges, COVID taught us resiliency and adaptability. Some of us even picked up a few new hobbies. I, for one, finally learned how to ride the bike at the age of 13 and didn't have to embarrass myself in front of 5-year-olds anymore. Freshman year, we came back to the dreaded in-person school. While the thought of waking up early again was truly frightening, we were all secretly glad to be back, to see our friends and meet new teachers, even though we were all masked up. With first pep rallies, homecomings, football games, we experienced the true Bulldog spirit. We learned how to study for hard classes, how to deal with friendship drama, and how to navigate the hallway maze at Churchill. we learned that the only rule to remember to survive high school is to never, ever touch the bottom of any chair or desk. You never know what sticky surprise is waiting for you. I don't know about you, but it took me 5 times to learn that. Sophomore year was a blur. We got more involved in extracurriculars and went on school trips, like the music program's Florida trip. We watched Heimler's History for fun and read Princeton Review AP Physics 1 just for some light reading. We proved ourselves as the academic weapons at Churchill. I mean, who else would choose to play chess or Wordle in class? Junior year was both hectic and exciting. Amongst the jumble of APs, SATs, ACTs, and hallway sweeps, we immersed ourselves in our passions. For some, it was sports. For others, it was music. For more, it was the plays or blast, art, coding, career exploration, science competitions, speech and debate, or advocacy. We made an impact. And of course, senior year. Senior Sunrise marked the beginning of the end. While we were in the trenches of applications, pneumonia, and senioritis, we learned to take this time as an opportunity for self-reflection, to figure out what we want to be, who we want to be. We experienced many lasts. Last pep rallies, homecomings, football games, but also the last time gossiping with that one group in 6th period. The last time getting stuck in traffic on the 2nd floor Bulldog lobby. The last time exchanging schedules with friends. The last time putting our phones away in the phone caddy. I know we won't be missing that. Amongst the flurry of events, the one that our class was most excited about was Senior Assassin. We really showcased our creativity, hiding in bushes and delivery boxes, and used our AP Lit skills, writing 4-page long appeals. Today may be the last time we're all together as a class. I want to take this time on behalf of the class of 2025 to thank everyone who made our years at Churchill truly the best it could be. Once more, thank you to Principal Taylor, our administrators, teachers, counselors, SGA sponsors Ms. Wilson and Mr. Richard, graduation coordinators Ms. Brown and Ms. Van Tassel, security, building services, and all Churchill staff for always supporting us. Thank you for pouring your knowledge and care into us to make us who we are today. Your dedication before, during, and after school has made us not only better scholars, but also better people. I also want to thank my incredible fellow SGA officers. Thank you all for your hard work raising money for prom and our class. I wouldn't want to be pied in the face with anyone else. Thank you to our parents and families. Thank you all for the rides, the laughter, the unconditional love, and for putting up with us. We know it's not easy. Last but definitely not least, I want us all to thank each other. Thank you for walking the halls of Churchill together and filling every moment with joy. I am so proud to be part of this class. Now, coming to the last part of my speech, I want to share with you something very few people know about me. I have a wallet in my room that I call Quote of the Need. It's a collection of quotes I've found to motivate myself during challenging times. And since we're the class of 25, I want to share with you 25 divided by 5 quotes. Number 1, dreams don't work unless you take action. The surest way to make your dreams come true is to live them. Roy T. Bennett. Number 2, life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. Anna Yusnin. 3, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Mahatma Gandhi. 4, I've played these games before. Squid Games. And number 5, be kind but be fierce. You are needed now more than ever before. Take up the mantle of change, for this is your time. Winston Churchill. We may not know what the future holds. Well, the lucky few of us who had enough ills for one of Mr. Kim's psychic predictions might have a slight idea. However, no matter what comes our way, we will persist through every challenge and meet the world with compassion and kindness, because we are the Winston Churchill High School Class of 2025. I wish each of us all the best. We each have unbounded potential, and it is in our hands to make our dreams come true. Continue to be courageous, resilient, and adaptive. Write your own stories and find your own paths. Be proud of how far you've come, and always keep on trying. Congratulations, graduates, and remember, once a Bulldog, always a Bulldog. Thank you.
Thank you, Lumina. Please enjoy this presentation from our orchestra for the next couple of minutes. Thank you, Mr. Sanz. Thank you very much. Good morning, invited guests, our Winston Churchill High School families, our staff, and the students of the class of 2025. It is a true pleasure to have you all here for this graduation celebration. This year we have 530 graduating seniors. Give it up for them. And over the last 4 years, they have worked hard to make their mark on Winston Churchill High School community. During their time, they've been scholars, talented artists and athletes, and truly exemplary leaders, as well as outstanding community members. I want to thank our choral music students who contributed their talents to today's ceremony, and our amazing orchestra who performed such amazing pieces. My thanks to Mr. Sands, Mr. Alal, and Mr. Albright for your superb leadership of our award-winning music program. I also want to thank every single one of our teachers, counselors, supporting staff, sponsors, coaches. You have been there every day serving as a constant support over the last few years in the classroom and in their many activities. I want to thank our dynamic team of graduation coordinators. They're in the back somewhere, Ms. Van Tassel and Ms. Brown. Without you and your attention to details, the countless hours of coordination and hard work, we simply would not be here today having this celebration. I also want to thank, absolutely. I also want to thank our amazing senior class sponsors. Thank you, Mr. Richard and Ms. Wilson. Your devotion to this class of students over the year, your commitment of time, your support and guidance helped to make this a memorable senior year at Winston Churchill High School. I also want to thank our esteemed commencement speaker and Churchill alumnus, Ms. Cami Crawford. You did an amazing job. We so appreciate you making the time to share your story, your personal experiences, and your words of wisdom. I know our graduates are going to benefit from that, so thank you. My deepest gratitude also goes out to the dignitaries we have seated on stage today, the Honorable Mr. Pramneel Savarna, the elected student member of the board who is here representing the Board of Education. We appreciate your service to the MCPS community and your leadership as a constant student advocate. Our county and our school have benefited from the leadership and support of the MCPS Chief of Staff, Ms. Essie McGuire, and we appreciate her joining us to celebrate our students this morning. And I want to thank Dr. Tamitha Campbell and Dr. Elena Murray, who have been a direct support to both me and the Churchill cluster and Churchill community, and who we consistently count on for their wisdom, guidance, and leadership. Our school and our community benefit from the devotion and leadership that you guys bring to your positions, and we do appreciate you joining us to celebrate today. Our cluster principals are sitting back here on stage as well. They are here to represent the key role and crucial role that their staffs play in the development of the students in front of us. I want to thank Ms. Snyder from Cabin John Middle School, Dr. Kim from Hoover Middle School, Dr. Smith at the award-winning Bells Mill Elementary, Ms. Swarzewski from Beverly Farms Elementary, Ms. Klein-Taylor at Potomac Elementary, Ms. Carr at Seven Locks Elementary, clap for your school, and Ms. Hill at Wayside Elementary for all of their leadership and the continuous focus on student success at their schools. The foundations of learning, resilience, good citizenship were laid by the consistent hard work of our cluster, elementary and middle schools. And without that effort and support, we would not be having all this success at the high school. I truly believe that a great high school and high achievement can only happen through collaboration. It is the product of joining together three things: great teaching, parent and community support, and an engaged and dedicated group of students. Winston Churchill High School exemplifies that powerful collaboration at its best. Today's celebration of the successes and achievements of the class of 2025 would not be complete without recognizing the endless dedication and support of our parents and families. From the very beginning, you were there mentoring, encouraging, supporting your children. You helped them take their first steps and guided those steps all along the way to walking across this stage today. Whether you were trying to navigate Parent View, Naviance, and countless other programs, or just navigate the parking lots at drop-off and pickup, or were there cheering wildly through countless competitions, helping them to navigate friendships and relationships, especially during those middle school years, or helping them with homework, staying organized, or that last-minute presentation, parents and family were the constant source of support and help for our students. The families in this community also empower amazing school support and the organizations that help this school community to thrive. Our PTSA, the Athletic Boosters, the NAACP, and the Music and Art Boosters, as well as volunteering your own individual time by participating in school in so many ways, from ticket taking, selling concessions, to cooking meals, to cheerfully showing up at all the many events. Graduates, please join me in a round of applause for the families that are here and supported you during your journey to get here today. I am also grateful for our amazing staff and outstanding teachers here at Winston Churchill High School. They bring unparalleled professional expertise and a devotion to the art and craft of teaching. Their dedication is what drives them to spend countless hours meeting and planning for the instruction that they provide, always working to improve the student experience. And as important as their content knowledge is, it is their focus on relationships and creating safe and welcoming spaces that really stands out. Often the very first thing that students and families bring up when I talk to them is the importance of those communities that teachers have created within their programs, on their teams, in their clubs, and in their classrooms. Our staff works hard to develop relationships that encourage and enable our students to thrive, and I am deeply grateful for that attitude of care and support our entire staff brings to the halls of Winston Churchill High School. However, much like the graduates of the class of 2025 are moving on today and starting new journeys, a few of our staff are retiring and starting on their own new paths after this school year. And I want to recognize some of them today. Mr. Carter Gilliam started at Winston Churchill after a career and has been here serving students in the special education department for 21 years. The last 16 as a special education teacher and case manager. His dedication to his students is unmatched and will be missed. Give it up. Mr. Paul Jacobson has served the Winston Churchill community as a history and government teacher since 2004, and it was that very spring that he began his illustrious career coaching and supporting our track and field athletes and cross-country teams. Thank you, Mr. Jacobson, for all of your work. Miss Audrey Phillips has been a long-serving leader in our building and has been assisting students in learning and mastering math for 30 years, the last 25 of them right here at Winston Churchill High School. Her guidance and willingness to do whatever it takes for students was remarkable. She will be missed. And Miss Patrice Thomas joined the Winston Churchill community 11 years ago after a long and varied career. She has been a constant presence in the front office, helping us all start our day with a positive greeting and a dedication to professionalism that was truly admirable. They will all be missed, and we wish them the best in retirement. Which brings me to you, the seniors, the members of the Winston Churchill class of 2025, the final key component of a great school. I am so proud of each one of you and all that you have accomplished. 4 years ago, we entered the building together. Many of you returning to in-person learning after interruptions during your middle school career. For some of you, we made that journey together from Cabin John to Churchill, and I have had the pleasure of working with you for 7 full years as your principal. I promise I'm not going to college with you. Whether it's been 4 years or 7 years, it has been awesome witnessing and being just a small part of your growth and development and watching you become the outstanding young adults in front of me today. You have embraced our core values and school spirit, provided our school with invaluable leadership, and demonstrated your academic dedication. It has truly been an honor being your principal. As a class, you exhibited perseverance in your courses and a vision for what you can accomplish in your clubs and organizations, learning to never back down in the face of obstacles, to do the work, and to push yourselves to new heights. And you did all that while simultaneously working through the unique challenges of senior year, college application packets, essays, and of course, the FAFSA. while you also balanced classwork and all the other roles and responsibilities you had as students. Along the way, you supported one another and served as role models for the rest of the school community. Over the course of this year, you earned your way onto both state and county honors bands and orchestras. You won the highest recognitions ever for a choral ensemble at Churchill. You earned countless awards recognizing the talent and creativity of yourselves as artists, and also excelled on the athletic field like never before. We see you, softball. This year included state titles in track and field, swim and dive, tennis, and bocce. And your hard work and dedication helped you set and break Churchill records on a regular basis, and along the way you exhibited sportsmanship and the ability to earn your success through hard work. Collectively, our athletes won more state, county, and regional athletic titles than almost any other school, and we won the inaugural Legacy Cup in competition with our rival schools. Well done. And let me tell you, the reviews are definitely in for our fine arts program, with record attendance and each performance becoming a true community event. Watching little kids, alumni, community members, students all come back again and again, only to leave laughing and singing the songs from your shows as they exit the auditorium is a magical experience, and it makes me so proud of those programs. We won awards for our publications like The Observer and the Lit Mag. We won countless awards for programming and robotics, and piled up more individual and group honors and recognitions that I could even hope to mention here. Each one of these recognitions a testament to the values of hard work, dedication, resiliency, and motivation that will serve you all well in the future. Even with that often overloaded schedule, you never forgot the importance of service and giving back to your community. The class of 2025 earned a combined 101,569 student service learning hours, with one of you sitting out there earning over 1,700 individual hours of service to our community. This is a real tribute to that Churchill idea of giving back and service to our wider community and our school. And in academics, well, this class excelled there as well. Sitting among you are 59 Governor's Merit Scholarship Award winners and over 122 seniors who earned a seal of biliteracy representing over 15 different languages. We had 153 seniors successfully complete the internship program, and 10 of our seniors completed the college and career readiness program. Along with those career programs, apprenticeships, service programs, and military service, the class of 2025 will have multiple students attending service academies and attending over 140 different colleges and universities. As a group, you guys earned well over $28 million in scholarships in recognition of your excellence. But beyond all of those honors and awards for the class of 2025, your legacy at Churchill will be the drive and dedication you brought and the leadership you showed in our school and community. As is our tradition, I will now quote Winston Churchill: "Continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, is the key to unlocking your potential." That continuous effort to be great, to overcome adversity, and to always rise to every challenge will be the lasting legacy of the class of 2025. For 4 years, I watched you all put in the hard work to achieve. Whether it was mastering a new skill or a technique, recovering from setbacks or injuries, or dreaming up a new and innovative program for our school, or a way for us to respond as a community to some of the sharpest adversity, you persisted, you worked, you invested the time and energy that was required, and ultimately, you succeeded. And along the way, you learned to overcome adversity and never let it stop you from dreaming and embodying optimism for the future. Together, you learned to keep working, keep striving, and unleash your potential. I wish that today I could guarantee you that the world will be a better place in the future, and that you will not have to suffer ugliness, tragedy, and fear or setbacks. I cannot. As you continue on your journey after today, whether you're going into military service, starting your careers, entering an internship or apprenticeship program, or attending college, you will have to call on that same drive and leadership you displayed here at Winston Churchill. I have been a witness to your ability to lead the way to success, and the world will need you to continue to be that kind of leader in the future. I hope you carry with you the confidence in your ability to overcome the inevitable downturns and difficulties in life when they come your way. Maybe pivot, as our guest speaker shared with us. I want you to continue to move forward, continue to advocate and fight for opportunities, and continue to be the amazing and positive individuals that I see in each and every single one of you. You have accomplished so much. I look forward to seeing what you do in the future. Now, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Winston Churchill High School, I recommend to you the members of the class of 2025 as qualified candidates for the State of Maryland Diploma or Certificate of Attendance. It is my privilege to turn the ceremony over to our student member of the Board of Education, the Honorable Mr. Praneel Savarna.
Good morning, everyone. Families, faculty, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2025. My name is Praneel Savarna, and I've had the honor of serving as your 47th student member of the Montgomery County Board of Education, making sure your voice is heard, and most importantly, your bathrooms are open. It's been a privilege to watch all the incredible things Churchill has done over the past 4 years. From Blast, maybe a hot take, but coloration was the best, to hosting your own Model UN conferences, to the accomplishments of Churchill athletics, and so much more. In just a moment, I'll certify that you all have met the requirements for graduation. But before I do, I hope you'll allow me to pass on a piece of advice someone once gave me. Know your values. What we step into now is not a single path, but a world of decisions, many of which won't have a clear answer. The only constant in that uncertainty will be what we carry within us. So yes, I know the senioritis is real, but here's one final assignment. When you get home tonight, as you lay in bed thinking about your fondest Churchill memories, ask yourself, what do I believe in? Because the future will be shaped by our decisions, but those decisions will be shaped by our values. With that being said, by the virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Education of Montgomery County under the laws of the state of Maryland, I do now award diplomas or certificates evidencing the satisfactory completion of prescribed courses of study to the students of Winston Churchill High School, who are recommended for graduation by the faculty of this school. In receiving this diploma or certificate, each of you is entitled to all of the privileges and honors accorded graduates of a high school accredited by the Maryland State Department of Education. Congratulations, Churchill Class of 2025.
Lumina Zhang. Krishna Gupta. Laura Jablanover. Michael Jiang. Kimia Habibzadeh. Jeremy Kwan. Shradat Sastry.
Trinity Bailey. Emerson Bernstein. Zoe Bazell. Catherine Chan. Layala Charles. Haley Chernoff. Nayanka Funque. Isabella Ho. Grady Howard. Nina Lingen. Taylor Pokris. Josefa Rosa Aguayo. Nathaniel Swanson. Charles Chen. Catherine Song. Sophia Jean. Michelle Zhao. Omid Sajapur. Morgan Zimmer. Andrew Salisbury. Aviel Leva. Aiden Abergel. Lana Abuabaid. Aryan Abianeh. Rehoboth Adekunle. Tamim Elisar. Taisia Alexeyeva. Aliza Ali. Dino Alvarenga. Hager Ali. Noor Ali. Lorenzo Antico. Emilia Applequist. Parsa Atri. Morgan Ofrat. Biftu Ayana. Rohan Bal. Abdullah Bajwa. Reese Balamasi. Bardia Banan. Nicholas Bang. Sydney Barrett. Isabella Baxa. Adam Bazaluk. Sorrel Becker. Neto Begin. Natalie Bania. Ilanit Benita. Alicia Berg. Radit Berhanu. Cecilia Bernstein. Teddy Berstein. Gunme Bandari. Shrey Bandari. Benjamin Biebeck. Aiden Billington. Sarah Birnbaum. Spencer Blakeman. Sarah Bland. Julia Blois. Tamir Blumen. Amy Bordway Tukey. Brooke Bortnick. Jenna Bortnick. Emery Boudreau. Griffin Bouquet. Drew Brombach. Morgan Branch. Sonia Brislawick. Keenan Brohiri. Darren Browning. Genevieve Buck. Jack Buning. Sam Bullman. Althea Bush. Ann Butler. Adeze Bird. Natalia Caetano. Addison Kai. Joao Lucas Callado Alvarenga Gueja. John Calderon. Andre Camargo de Miranda. Joseph Caparo. Cole Caston. Noah Cedeno. Christian Chang.
Alexander Chase. Ronit Chattaraj. Emily Chen. Kevin Chen. Francois Chen. Sarah Chen. Grace Chia. Curtis Chimba. Arya Chinnaswamy. Alexander Chiokan Kitman. Kyle Cho. Nathan Cho. Cyrus Chowdhury. Timothy Chun. Aiden Chu Rojas. Isadora Clark. Tanner Clark. Anthony Claudet. Joseph Cobb. Eliana Coburn. Bobby Cohen.
Zara Coyle.
Ariana Colindres Cruz. Blythe Cook. Dan Dye. Aram Dariush. Ario Devaria. Jonathan Davis. Marwa Davis. Rebecca Dean. Emmanuel Degree Hayes. Elias DeJenny. Alexandra Demitz. Nicholas Denicky. Emilia Desiderio Scioli. Rachel DeResta. Gabriel Diamond. Victoria Diaz. Emilio De Filipantonio. Kevin Dong. Chris Durati. Layla Dorfman. Shaunik Dua. Asher Dubin. Tyler Duke. Kate Edwards. Yusuf El Kuzi. Synovia Elliott. Erez Engler. Olga Engler. Savannah Enton. Kobe Esco Himmelfarb. Hayden Evans. Salma Evans. Rachel Farnsworth. Ryan Farrell. Amatis Fatemi. Kamal Farrell. Graham Finley. Amy Fofana. Julian Freisinger. Noor Frisbee. Lee Fu. Sarah Galbraith. Marika Galitzin. Claire Gallagher. Lily Genjbach. Albert Gao. Kenneth Gao II. Andrea Garcia. Ariadna Garastazu. Alessandro Gaudian. Ananya Gatam. Isabel Ginsberg. Zesis Gildesis. Peyton Goldman. Jennifer Goldstein. Andrei Goncharov. Tanush Gopkumar. Diana Gottenberg. Lila Gottenberg. Ari Gould. Isabella Grabo. Adrian Gray.
Ziva Greenbloom. Shannon Green. Xander Greenspun. Noel Greer. Colin Groft. Allison Grossman. Ben Gruber. Matthew Gualino. Natalie Gumagai. Justine Gamuccio. Andrew Guo. Dylan Guo. Arya Gupta. Karen Haddad. Simon Haddish. Tessa Hager. Stepan Helenkov. Vasilios Hallis. Nusrat Hammond. Elijah Hammonds. Aaron Hahn. Patrick Handrigan. Ethan Hahn. Aiden Howe. Izzy Harrison. Adam Haroon. Riley Harvey. Ankara Herrera. Julia Hershon. Cole Hessman. Aiden Hickey. Jordan Hoffman. Michael Holder. Robert Hollybaugh. Matthew Hollingsworth. Bria Hong. Megan Hooten. Valentina Hoyos. Alexa Shaw. Aileen Schur. Brendan Hubany. Alan Hubel. Gloria Hunt. Mia Inglesa. Nick Ireland. Annika Jameson. Sky Jansky.
Dalen Jeffries.
Sylvia Jang. William Jiang. Ridge Johnson. Aiden Jones. Alexander Kashala. Jesse Kahn. Guyeri Samad Ahmad Kamal Dean Bonita. Alex Candell. Isaac Caspi. Furkan Kavunchu. Jacob Kelly. Lee Kenwood. Oliver Keogh. Jamal Kadar. Labiba Kandakar. Joseph King. Maggie King. Ariel Cluins. Aaron Knight. Sophia Knowles. Ethan Coe. Ava Komisarov. Shika Kopikar. Leah Chrysler. Catherine Kronthal. Ashley Kundi. Charles Kushner. Alyssa LaFleur. Nihal Luell. Andrew Lamb. Eliana Lapidus. Layla Larea.
Elena Lee. Aiden Lee. Benjamin Lee. Daniel Lee. Elizabeth Lee. Eva Lee. Brian Lee. Vincent Lee. Camila Lemus Lima. Myla Leung. Austin Levenberg. Bradley Levinson. Victor Levanenko. Michaela Levy. Leo Lee. Jake Lee. Justin Lee. Key Lee. Stephen Lee. Philip Liang. Kyle Lin. Eli Liu. Xinye Michelle Liu. Yuji Liu. Sadie Liverette. Amelia Hamsoren. Alex Lawrence. Alyssa Loeb. Lonnie Loving. Truman Lucchesi Leone. Ivan Ma. Kevin Ma. Leslie Macha Roman. Albert Mackey. Juliette Mammalian. Arden Manson. Robert Maria Armstrong. Gabriella Merriam. Aaron Matthew. Noel Matthews. Julieta Matus Gomez. Caitlin Mayhew. Luke Mehta. Rian Mendarata. Drew Minnick. Ria Menon. Thomas Mesfin. Zachary Mitchnick. Ryan Modaris. Anais Moseni. Adam Mokua. Kaisha Mondlani. Austin Moon. Thomas Maury. Evan Morrison. Lily Moyer. Claire Moylan. Paul Murray. Sasha Nagel. Anushri Nambiar. Harry Nambiar. Rumbir Narula. Giancarlo Navarro. Esma Nashi. Tao Wen. Isabella Guana. Morgan Presley, Kamshari Yoya. Edson Cuepo. Chukwuamale Collins Namdi. Sophia Nugero. Clarence Norman V. Mason Norris. Alexandra O'Brien. Natalie Oganessian. Ignacio Olaberia. CJ Olisa Mecca. Melvin Oriana Rivera. Gage Orgel. Iris O. Thank you. Mete Osman.
Addison Pace. Ronak Padi. Daniela Pammy. Michelle Pan. Dana Park. Achal Patel. Emily Patton. Isaac Patton. Gia Paul. Benjamin Peabody. Jacob Pepe. Valeria Perez Yanis. Marissa Pien Vitaya Sakul. Jenna Peugeot. Marion Poirot. Summer Polhemus. Sydney Portis Lindsay. Jack Prowant. Alexander Chu. Priya Rajput. Jonah Ramos. Karina Ruthnam. Valentina Reyes. Elizabeth Ree. April Richardson. Caroline Rillette. Mia Rillette. Bianca Rincon Tapias. Ayana Robert. Brooke Roberts. Brandon Robbins. Alexandra Rockwood. Tomas Ranzoni.
Raphaël Rosemont.
Ryan Rosenfeld. Skylar Ross. Jonathan Royal. Ved Roy Chowdhury. Ali Ruiz. Maximiliano Saavedra. Shalini Sack. Ida Sajapur. Johiri Saidi. Hanat Salau. Leah Salazar. Isam Saleh. Angel Salinas Guzman. Ishan Samantre. Sammy Schaefer. Macy Sherporn. Joshua Schlesinger Guevara. Elizabeth Selden. Sanya Shah. Athira Shahi. Soren Sharma. Annika Schaff. Devin Shear. Evelyn Shi. Shi Ting Hao. Cameron Shore. Ruby Siegel. Jackson Silber. Zoe Silver. Owen Singer. Ash Singh. Idris Sonokrat. Micah Smedberg. Colin Smith. Roman Smith. James Sneed. Valentina Solis Garcia de Paredes. Jenna Salavi. Ella Somerville. Alex Song. Olivia Song. Tyler Song. Shichen Song. Gabriel Soria. Kendall Sprague. Ioana Spiru. Carter Steffes. George Stenko.
John Stevens. Javon Stevens. Seth Stevens. Jacob Strand. Nathaniel Strouch. Alexandra Stupak. Zuzu Suleiman. Kaylin Sun. Leo Sun. Mia Swanson. Isabella Tapora Ponce. Layla Taheri. Nora Taheri. Noel Tai. Leah Takamatsu. Elida Takan. Daria Tabacole. Jack Thompson. Sophia Thorne. Ushan Tian. Teniola Tobin. Miriam Tofik Baksh. Yusuf Tofik Baksh. Ethan Torres. Chris Tran. Nathan Tran. Jaden Trigoning. Anil Trevor. Jennifer Tsai. Aishmira Toure. Augustus Ulrich. Moller Uzibat. Isar Uslu. Bradley Varner. Maithri Verma. Stepan Volkov. Alan Wong. Andrew Wong. Daniel Wong. Alice Wong. Jonah Wong. Edward Wong. Nicholas Watlington. Kennedy Watson. Leanne Weaver. Ethan Weiss. Joanna Way. Maya Way. Maya Weissman. Katie Wen. Dylan West. David Wisenhunt. Nia White. Vincent Weigel. Juliette Will. Bailey Wilson. Tyler Weissman. Caitlin Wright. Naomi Wright. Angela Wu. Lawrence Wu. Sina Wyckoff. Jexie Sheh. Ellen Shin. Nicole Shu. Kevin Yan. Ann Yang. David Yao. Joanna Yee. Sherry Yeah. Caden Yee. Kurt Yee. Jason Yin. James Yoon. Ebenezer Zelika. Aya Zemrani. Eric Zhang. Alina Zhang. Edward Zhao. Stephanie Zhou. Emily Zhu. Mary Zhu. Miles Zoll. Kai Zhou.
At this time, I ask all of the graduates to please rise. To signify your official earning of your high school diploma today, please join together and turn your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations, class of 2025. You are graduates. Thank you so much for 4 wonderful years. We wish you all the best of luck. Thank you to everyone. Our graduates will now recess out and meet you all outside to celebrate. Thank you so much.